back to my channel. I do pray that every 1 week has been filled with blessings. I pray that it has been all that you all have wanted it to be. I just want to say thank you for tuning in once again, and I hope you guys enjoy my video today. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to talk about comparing yourself and your life to others. What are you getting out of comparing your life to other people's life? In the Bible verse that we're going to read today, it comes from Galatians 6:4. And it reads, each one should test your own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. Okay, so let's go back to my first question. What exactly are you getting out of comparing your life to someone else's? Is it waking you up in the morning? Is it paying your bills? Is it putting food on your table? Is it making you a better person? If you answer no to any of these questions, but you constantly find yourself comparing your life and, to someone else's, then you kind of need to take a step back and reevaluate how you are viewing, your life. Because at this point, it's basically time for some self-reflection. It's time to evaluate yourself, and it's time to, get to the bottom of why you feel like it's necessary to compare your life to someone else's. Okay, so we live in a world where people feel as though it's necessary to post their entire life on social media. Basically, everything is run by social media. And because of that simple reason, you have people that you might come from humble beginnings and people that might come from money. And those people that come from humble beginnings are constantly trying to gain and get on the level of people that they feel like have more, material things than they do. And sometimes that dwelling on, other people having more things than you, you become obsessed. You becoming obsessed in their lifestyle rather than putting that energy and time into bettering your own lifestyle. Okay, so what do I mean by obsessed? Well, when you're obsessed with something, you continually fill your mind with that thing or that person, and sometimes it could get to a troubling extent. Sometimes it can consume you to the point where you lose yourself. And at that point, you're so busy trying to be someone else or trying to compete with someone else that you completely lose sight of who you are as a person. And like I said earlier, everything is on social media. So I get how it's easy to be consumed or even become obsessed with the way someone else is living because, they posted that they just got a new house, or someone else is constantly posting, the things that they buy. And deep down inside, you're looking at yourself and you're wondering why am I stagnant? Why am I in the same place today that I was last year? I'm here to tell you that one of the reasons why you're not seeing the results you feel like you should have is because you're not being proactive. You're not doing the things and taking the steps that are necessary in order to manifest the life that you feel like you should have. And let's just be real. You have no idea what those people had to endure or what they had to go through in order to gain the things that they have. You have no idea how many sleepless nights that person has had. You have no idea how many times they have cried, or you have no idea that at one point in time they had to live from paycheck to paycheck, just to make ends meet, or even just to reach a particular goal. Maybe they had discipline and, set a certain budget up just so that they could buy that house, or just so that they could buy those nice things. You have no idea the time and the effort that went into getting those things. All you see is someone who has more than you, and instead of going through the steps necessary to get that type of lifestyle, you just think it's like you feel as though you kind of feel entitled. You feel as though things should be given to you. You feel as though, you don't have to work for this or work for that. But I'm here to tell you that that's not how it goes. And like I said, it's about being proactive rather than reactive. And what do I mean by, proactive versus reactive? Okay, so a proactive person, they have like a tunnel vision, and they see what they want. They see how they want their life to be, and they begin to take the steps necessary to make, their dreams a reality. But a reactive person, on the other hand, doesn't know how to take initiative, and they, they basically kind of let someone else go ahead of them, let them do it, and then they kind of copy. Like they're like followers. They don't know how to have their own vision or have their own mindset, or just they don't know how to take the lead. Let's kind of just go back to the Bible verse. Let's put it into play. And it says that each one should test their own actions, meaning that you need to get active. You need to do what you need to do in order to see the life and have the life that you want. It's not going to come by talking about it. It's not going to come by, dreaming about it. You can write it down all you want, but until you take those steps, until you take even the tiniest step, all it takes is one seed. You just plant one seed. And once you plant that one seed, then something else is going to grow, so that you can begin to just add to. And once you plant multiple seeds by taking multiple tiny different steps, then you will begin to see the things that you want. You'll finally get to see the life, that you actually wanted. But what I can say, in the process of being proactive and in the process of working towards the things that you want, don't focus so much on the end result. Try to focus on the journey itself, because during that journey is where you're going to learn everything that you need to know in order so that final destination will be prosperous. That final destination will have longevity. So, sometimes we get so ahead of ourselves. We honestly lose sight of, what's important. And honestly, the things that you learn along the way to getting the things that you want out of life is the most important thing in your life. It's good to have things, but like I said in some of my other videos, God is much more interested in the type of person that you are rather than the things. It says delight yourself in the Lord, and he'll add those things unto you. So the material things, they will come, but God is so much more interested in building you up, so that when he does bless you with the things that you've been praying for and working so hard towards, you won't forget that he's the one that blessed you with those things. Also, it's bad to continuously compare your life to others, because in that process you might low-key unconsciously become envious of that person or those people, because envy can come when you lack a certain asset a person has, or if you lack certain personality traits that a person has, and basically you kind of wish that you had that. Like, I like that about that person, and I kind of wish that I had more of that. Okay, so let's go back to the end of the Bible verse where it said, then they can take pride in themselves alone rather than comparing themselves to someone else. So that just means once you get to the point where you stop comparing your life or your situation to someone else's, and you begin to be proactive, and you actually begin to see those things manifest, then you can begin to feel better, about your situation, and better about yourself, because like I said, you took those steps and now you're seeing positive results. So I'm going to leave with you guys a few ways to stop comparing yourself, or steps to take in order for you to stop comparing yourself and your life to other people. So the first thing is to count your blessings. Look at the things, rather than dwelling on what you don't have, look at the things that God has blessed you with presently. You have a roof over your head. You have food to eat. You have a job. And at this point, it might not be the job that you want, but at least you have a job, because some people don't even have a job. And you have reliable transportation, because some people don't even have that. That's just one way to look at your life so that you can stop comparing it to others. The second thing is to focus on, the abilities that you have, or the things that you're good at, because God made you uniquely yourself. So rather than comparing your strengths and your abilities to other people, you can focus on how to strengthen those abilities, and how to make them work for you. Okay, so the third thing is be okay with your imperfections. Nobody is perfect, and I'm talking about nobody is perfect at all. And it's sad, because the standard of beauty that our society has kind of built today, it can cause us to want to compete. It can cause us not to feel confident in the person or that we are, or even in our looks. But until you come to terms that you are you and you can only be you, then you're going to constantly find yourself comparing yourself to other people. So just be you, be yourself, be uniquely you. I kind of said this earlier on in the video, but I'm going to repeat it again. Focus on the journey. A lot of times we're so anxious to get the results in our life that someone else already has in their life, that we're not able to perfect the things throughout the journey about ourselves, or in our life that we need to, in order to make our final destination all that we want it to be. And lastly, it's better to chase a purpose rather than chasing money, because if you're only chasing money, then you really have no foundation, and you're going to get pulled to the left and you're going to get pulled to the right. But if you're looking for a purpose, if you find your purpose, then your mind is going to be set, and nothing's going to sway you to the right or to the left. And once you find that purpose, you're not really going to be focused on gaining money, because that is going to be added unto you, because you're going to be happy doing what you were called to do. And you're not really going to be so focused on gaining riches. And within that purpose, you're going to come up with so many different ideas to grow that one thing, rather than chasing after so many other different things. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video today. I hope that it was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to see some more content on my channel, or if you8guys have questions, feel free to DM me. Feel free to, comment it down below. And tune in again next week for another video.